And right when you feel like it's over, right when you feel like it's about to be over, right when you feel like you should just let it go, an opportunity that you've been waiting on shows up. One of my favorite stories is 3 Feet from Gold because he talks about how people quit right before they're about to hit their fortune. More people quit more than any other time is right before they were about to be great. Most people give up right before the moment they're about to get to the other side. I don't know why that is a common trait, but it is common. People do it. Let me ask you a question. Any excuse to give up? What's a good excuse to give up? I don't have all day, so I'm not going to wait. But can you think of a good excuse to give up? Now, of course, you can create one. You can create an excuse, and even to you, it might be good. I thought I had a pretty good reason to give up. I've been doing this for a while. I put all everything I had into it. Maybe it's just a sign that I need to. That maybe I'm done here. Maybe I've done all that I can do. And I realized at that moment that I was being tested. I was being challenged mentally, physically, financially, all kind of. And see, here's the thing about it: you got to get challenged in all areas of success. Most people think they're just going to be challenged in one way or another. Most people think they're just going to be challenged from hard work. Okay, can I put in the work? People don't think that you're going to be challenged financially as well. You're gonna be challenged spiritually. There's gonna be times where you're gonna have to be challenged morally, where you feel like, man, this is against my morals, but it's a business opportunity. You're gonna be challenged in all facets that's required in success. You're gonna be challenged financially. You're gonna be challenged spiritually. You're gonna be challenged energetically. You're gonna have to change things that you know are not so. You're gonna have to change. You have to be challenged. Your patience is gonna be challenged. You're gonna have to evolve throughout the process. That's what the challenge is for. It's to make you turn into what you need to turn into for that success to happen. And that's what I realized. I realized that the reason why things were so hard, because I was taking a hard test. And a lot of times you're taking a hard test because it's a hard class. And a lot of people don't pass the hard class. That's why the class is hard. That's why you get rewarded for passing this class, for passing this test. So when things are challenging you, see them as a test. You right now, you've been challenged to see if you want what you say you want. Sometimes that challenge comes to push you in a new direction that you wouldn't have gone, yet the challenge not have lived within your journey. You got to look at every challenge and say, okay, here's an opportunity to change. Oh, I'm being tested. Oh, well, here's my opportunity to put all the things that I've heard, all the things that I've read, all the things that I've learned into action right now. All of the books I've listened, all the books I've read, everything I've listened to, all the interviews, all the songs I like that tell me stay motivated through the hard times and all that stuff that we think sounds good until it's time to put it in motion, right? It sounds good to say never give up until you feel like giving up. It sounds good to say like never let go, right? Never let go of your dreams until you feel like, man, I need to let go of my dreams and let it go. I need to let this go because I can't hold on any longer. It sounds good to say you got to stay emotionally intelligent until it's time to be emotionally intelligent. It's easy to say I'm become a patient person until it's time to be patient. And the only time you can practice patience is be put in a situation where you got to be patient. The only time to practice emotional intelligence is be put in a situation where you have to use emotional intelligence. The only time you can test your gangsters when it's time to be gangster. Ain't no practice for this stuff. It's only game time It's only game time lessons. That's it. So a lot of time when things are going tough, you're being tested. All the stuff that you've learned, it's time to put it into action to see if you are who you say you are, if you want to go to the next level. For every level, there's a test. I don't know what world people don't think that at every level there's a test. Every level there's a test. There's a new challenge awaiting you. You would be a fool to think that there's not a new challenge awaiting you. There's a new challenge awaiting you at every step of the way. Sometimes it's emotional. Sometimes it's physical. We got physical challenges as we age. Sometimes it's spiritually. Sometimes things challenge your values. Things challenge your morals. People all love to say what they would do or what they wouldn't do if they had money. I don't like that conversation. People say, man, if I had all that money, I wouldn't do A, B, and C. You don't know what you would do until you get it. That's why you should hold and beware of judging other people. Be less judgmental. Be less judgmental. Understand perspective and point of view. You don't know what you would do if you were put in a situation. Somebody said, if I give you $1 million, would you do A, B, and C? No, I wouldn't do that. You don't know what you would do until that opportunity is in front of you. Because see, what it is we think about things in sense of logic. But you're not thinking about the emotional state you're going to be in when you're actually in a situation. I think it was Mike Tyson said it the best. He said, everybody come in the ring, everybody got a plan until they get hit. Everybody got a plan until they get hit. I've said it before. You can study how to ride a bike all year. You wasted a year learning and reading all the books, looking up all the videos on how to ride a bike, but nothing's going to prepare you more for how to ride a bike than getting on it. You spent a year studying, you could have been spent a year riding. Who do you think got a better education? The person studying how to ride a bike or the person riding a bike for a year? Who do you think learned faster? Who do you think is better equipped to ride a bike after the year is done? It's a test. You got to go through the things in order to get to the next level. If not, what's going to prepare you? If you don't go through those issues, what is going to create the person? What's going to prepare you? What's going to teach you? What's going to give you the knowledge, the lessons? Where you going to get the handbook from? You got to be educated. And the only way to get an education is to be challenged. So if you're going through something tough, understand what's happening. I'm taking a test right now. I'm taking it. I'm being tested. And a lot of people fail the test. They don't have faith for real. They got fake faith. People have fake faith. That means they have faith when all the cards add up for them. It's easy to have faith when you got a safety net. It's easy to walk a tightrope when you got a safety net because you don't have to have faith. You don't have to have as much faith in the rope or in yourself because you got faith in the net. By having real faith in yourself. I'm not talking about faith in I'm not talking about faith in God. I'm talking about faith in yourself. Do you believe that you are capable of receiving what it is you're asking for? Let's start there. Do you believe that you are capable and you have earned what it is you ask for out of life, that you're praying for, that you ask God for, that you ask the universe for? Whatever it is you're asking, are you capable of having it, and have you earned the right to receive it? Do you deserve it? You got to be honest with yourself. You got to pass the test to prove to God, the universe, or whoever it is you pray to or believe in that you deserve it. And the only way to prove it is to be tested. There's a whole lot more coming. There's a whole lot more coming. You better believe it. There's a whole lot more tests coming. There's a whole lot more opportunities to quit. There's a whole lot more opportunities to fail. There's going to be a lot of reasons why you should. Hell, some of them going to be good enough reasons. Some of them are going to be good as hell. Some of them are going to be good reasons. Some of them are going to be completely justifiable. But yeah, because people are going to say, man, if that happened to me, I would have quit too. You see, and I can't accept that. I can't accept doing what I feel most people would have done. That's just how I'm wired. Because what I want, most people don't have. My vision, most people can't see. My desires, most people don't even know how they're afraid to desire what it is that I desire. They're afraid to desire what I desire. Rightfully so. My dream is so big that it scares people. My ideas are so large that people don't think it's going to happen. When I tell people my ideas, they say, man, okay, yeah, okay. And then I do it and everybody's like, yo, he really did it. Some people think that things are magical. Things just show up. Poof, 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 poof. No. It requires a lot of faith, a lot of challenges, and a lot of seeing through the process. Being able to walk through the quicksand. Being able to sustain during the times where it's unsustainable. Being able to hold your flag and your pole with the flag on it throughout the sandstorm. Some people drop their flag and run. It's too windy. And then there are those who decide that my flag ain't going nowhere because eventually this storm is going to be over. And while everybody gave up and they dropped their flag, I weathered the storm, and because I did, I'm ahead of everybody else when the storm clears. I remember when COVID first hit, storm, everybody shut down. I said, no. I said, when this storm clear, I'm going to still be here. Matter of fact, I'm going to keep moving forward while the storm, I'm going to keep walking towards what I want while the storm is happening. Yeah, I'm not moving as fast as I want to, but I'm moving faster than everybody else. So you got to understand, there's a difference also between quitting and redirecting. Sometimes you got to evolve. If you feel like you got to quit, that means you just probably need to evolve to the next thing. That means you've been doing the same thing over and over and it's not working. It's like pounding your head against the pavement and wondering why there's blood. Well, you keep pounding your head. At some point, you got to say, hey, I got to switch this up. Which direction I got to go in with this now? You got to be willing to leave your porch. You got to be willing to leave your comfort zone. You got to be able to remove yourself from the idea that you think you know how it's going to happen. You got to be able to remove yourself from that. You got to have a little bit more faith. You got to be willing to you got to be willing to change. You got to be willing to pick up and pack up and move over here. You got to be able to redirect. Don't ever get cemented so much in your idea that you cement your feet to it now you can't move. Now you're stuck in the same spot forever. You got to evolve as you grow, as you get tested, you evolve. To get my bachelor's degree, I had to go through a series of tests. To get my master's degree, I had to go through a series of tests to prove that I deserve this level and this degree and this credibility. It's all to prove it. But that, you proving that to people. Now, there's no degrees for success. You got to prove it to yourself. Your report card is your financial statement. Your report card is how you feel when you wake up in the morning. Your report card is what you drive. Your report card is where you live. The report card is what you do. It's a different kind of, there's nobody to judge you here. It's all up to you. Some people can't handle that kind of pressure. They want other people to tell them if they're doing a good job or not. Here, you got to grade yourself. You got to grade yourself. Nobody's going to grade you here. There's nobody tell you, okay, well, you did well in this area. You didn't know. Trial and error. You got to be tested and challenged. You got to have enough faith to see it through. You just got to have it. If you don't have it, you're never going to make it. If you don't have faith in yourself enough that you can see through anything that comes in your way, and you got to have the type of intelligence to recognize yourself and how you feel. You got to know how you feel. You got to be honest. I remember during the time people asked me, how you doing? I couldn't even tell. I wouldn't tell them good. I said, man, it's up and down. Hey, man, how you been, man? I've been up and down. The realest answer I could give at the moment. Not finna say good. Things are not good right now. It's up and down. And that even taught me some more emotional intelligence. Because it taught me to not get too highs on the highs and not get too lows on the lows. Because it's always going to happen. There's always going to be things that bring you joy, and there's always going to be things that kill your joy. That's the way it works. Why are we still acting surprised about it? There are things that are going to bring you up, and there's things that are going to bring you down. The same day you get news that you're getting a raise, it'll be the same day you find out that somebody in your family's not doing so well and they're ill. The same day you get the big opportunity, it'll be the same day the IRS gonna take money out your account. It's up and downs. Nothing is straightforward. You gotta recognize when it's downs, that if it's down, that means there's gonna be an up. If it's up, there's gonna be a what? It's gonna be a down. So stop acting surprised when it happens. Don't act surprised when you get rewarded for doing well. Don't act surprised because you deserve it. You went through a lot of downs to get this up. And don't act surprised when things are not doing so well. You went through a lot of ups to get this down. That's the way it goes. You got to have faith and keep moving forward no matter what. When people will be up for 6 months and they get down 2 months and they say, man, I think I should give up. And you got to take your lumps, take your L's. It's a part of how to figure it out. It's a part of knowing not what to do. You got to touch the stove to see how hot it is. And you realize, okay, I don't touch this stove no more. You got to learn the lessons. And people are so afraid to learn the lessons that they hesitate because they don't want to go through the downs. They don't even sign up for the ups. They don't even put themselves in a position to succeed out of fear of failing. They can succeed 7 times out of 10, but they're so afraid those 3 times failing that they won't even accept. They won't take the 7. People want to be 100% from the field. Are you kidding me? You want every idea you have to be a hit? You want everything that you think of to be a success? You're never going to be successful, man. You're thinking the wrong way. You don't think for terms of results. You think for terms of experience. Every time I do something, I say, I'm not thinking about the results. I'm thinking about the experience because I'll get the results later. I need to learn. So here, let me sign up and let me learn whatever lesson I need to learn through this experience so that way I can know how I can put myself in a better position next time to be successful. So what you got to think about it. When I come in, I say, okay, let's get these downs. All right, we got some downs to go through. Let's do it. Because I know from every down moment, there's an up moment. I know that every time I invest, there's an ROI, there's a return on investment. But you got to spend the money first. Listen, you got to gather the wood before you get the fire. You got to gather the wood before you get the fire. People are saying, give me fire, and then I'll go gather the wood. Where? It don't work that way. Where does it work that way when you get the fire before the wood? You got to get the wood first. You got to do the work. It's necessary. Got to make the investment. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great time with y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I enjoyed doing it for you. Be back Monday, winning the day again. And until then, y'all be great. I'm out.